Have you ever put up a boundary that has made your nervous system explode? That is what I just did. Right now, as I sit in my car, even when I'm at home, like my back is tight, the anxiety is crazy. I just keep adjusting and moving and trying to like release the tension. And it is from a huge boundary that I put up. If you wait till the end, I'll tell what boundary I put up because it's a personal thing. But anyway, let's talk about it. So, boundary setting is so important, but also keeping a boundary is so important. So, the boundary that I put up is something I've been thinking about for a long time. I just didn't know which way to go. I was between two choices, and I thought, for the sake of my children, I'm going to stick with this choice, and I'll get through it. Little did I know, though, I was going to be disrespected. I was going to be made to feel less than. I was going to not be able to relax in my own home. It was too much. It was just too much. So right now, I know it's the anxiety. So what I'm doing for the anxiety is I'm actually drinking some chamomile tea. I am doing deep breathing. It does feel good. It just, it works for a little bit, but I haven't done any long deep breathing as of yet. Tonight I'm going to stay very mindful by playing with the kids and staying on my daughter about her homework. So those are my 3 tactics right now. So over the weekend, I had noticed that my time ask of a person was not given to me. I had somewhere to be, and I asked this person to be at my house by a certain time. 7 minutes after that time, they called me to let me know that they were going to another city, and then they would be coming back. And I dang near lost it. I was mad for maybe 30 minutes. Then all of a sudden, I was peaceful. Like, I was peaceful. When they came to my house, I was in the bathroom at the time getting ready, and I didn't even come out to say anything. And then when I did come out, I just said, is there anything that you need? Because at this point, any emotion, sad, mad, disappointment, even the feeling of disrespect, it didn't matter. It was out the window. It was like when you see someone on the street, you don't know them and you don't feel anything for them because you don't know them. That's kind of the mode that I went into. It's like nothing matters because I obviously don't know you and you obviously don't know me. So that's what it is. This is a boundary that I'm going to keep, and I want to say why. So when if you see something, like for me at least, if I go to a store and I see a pair of shoes, maybe I don't want to pay the price for the shoes or something like that, but if I think about those shoes for like weeks and weeks, then I will buy the shoes. Because there's very few things, because we like instant gratification. Once that instant gratification goes away, a lot of times you don't remember. You're just like, whatever. But but when it's more than that, you're just like, dang, let me check the price of those shoes. Let me see if they're still available. Let me see if there's somewhere else I can get them. And you kind of keep thinking about it. Then eventually it's like, okay, I'm tired of thinking about it. Let me just go do it so I can move on with my life. That is how I feel about this boundary that I set. I feel like if I don't keep this boundary, then I can't move on with my life. and that's a serious matter for me. So let's talk about the boundary that I put up. It's not about who it's for with. It's not even the specific boundary. It's the magnitude of everything. So for my children's father, I told him he cannot come to my house anytime soon. Not saying he can't ever come again, but he can't come soon. Because I need time to make sure that I'm totally healed. I need to make sure that he understands that certain things are disrespect, and that he just can't come to my house and, you know, be there every day and be a certain way, a way that makes me feel uncomfortable. So forget who it was about, forget what the boundary was. It's the magnitude of the boundary. So, you know, I thought about it. I was talking to my therapist and I was like, you know, is the way that I feel about this, like, am I just being too sensitive? And she's like, no, if it's bothering you, if it's making your life super hard, or just hard, forget the super, then it's the right thing to do. Because why continue to let someone else make your life hard? That's you literally making your life hard when it doesn't have to be that way. And I want to make this video because I know that sometimes we have boundaries that we want to set, but we have fear. So in my situation, if he doesn't come to my house, he really doesn't see the kids. He can see the kids, but it'll have to be an extra setup due to his living situation. I won't go into that. He's not homeless or anything. But due to his living situation, he sees the kids at my house. And I don't want to take anyone away from their father, because I need my kids to be close to their dad, because that's important for their life. And I want them to have as full of lives as possible. But I thought, okay, I will have this man in my house. He's spending the night every night. And he can help me take care of the kids, because we have a newborn and I don't want to do that by myself. So I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to do it by myself, that I would lose it, that it just wouldn't be a successful situation. So I didn't know what to do. Like, do I have him around to make it easier for me and he can see the kids? Or do I not have him around and struggle? I didn't know which was best. I didn't. And at the time, there was no clear answer for me. It was, I just don't know. It was doable. We were okay. We had our ups and downs, but for the most part, it was all right. It was all right until it wasn't. I tell everyone I'm living day by day. Next day, everything could change. I don't know. But, well, not with this boundary, at least. Not before at least 4 weeks. Because we do have children, so this is not going to be a forever boundary, because that would be a court situation. And we're not, that's not what we're doing right now. So we're going to take this month by month for now. But anyway, day by day. A couple of things that make me feel really good about this boundary is the kids don't have to feel tension between him and I. Because sometimes there was tension, not all the time. I don't even want to say most of the time. Just sometimes. Kids feel that. They're around. They know. It feels good that I don't have to think about him contacting certain people while he's in my space. I don't have to worry about the energy he brings into my space. I don't have to worry about the care he takes of my space. Because all that is a lot. It's a lot to feel. It's a lot to think about. And why put extras on myself? The kids are already enough. And the kids are great. But, it's, you know, it's a lot still. So, I'm here to inspire, encourage, to set boundaries. Forget the fear. Well, no, don't forget the fear. Set boundaries with fear. You're gonna have the fear. But you still have to do what you have to do. If you don't know if you should set the boundary or not, pray about it. Give it a moment. It's okay. Unless you're in a violent situation. If you're in a violent relationship, then, or a violent anything, get out of that. That's different. If I was worried about my life, then I would have done this a lot sooner. It wouldn't have been a choice. It would have been but that's not the case. It wasn't the case. So it's okay to take a little bit of time, because you don't want to jump to something and then take it back. Because I've done this before, but then I changed it because I still didn't know what to do. And so this time when I did it, I don't think he believed me, because I've been lenient before. Or also, this is the first time that I ever set a boundary, this boundary exactly, and I didn't want him to challenge it. I didn't hope that we would get through it. This boundary is because I need to focus on me. 100%. 100% focus on me. Not to worry about anything that's going on with his life. I don't even want to know. So, if you have a boundary that you need to set, if you have something that's bothering you, and say you don't really know you need to set a boundary, listen to yourself, listen to how you feel. Do you have anxiety? A lot of times anxiety is caused by other people, and we don't even realize that. Like, people will be in relationships, one of them will be super anxious, having an anxious attachment style, and not blame it on the person that they're with. Not to blame them, but not attribute it to the person that they are with. Not to say the person that they're with is bad or tries to, cause anxiety or anything like that. It's just that for some reason there's a disconnect. Probably lack of communication. That's usually what it is. Or they're not taking care of each other. There's a lot of times when people are not taking care of each other. They're just going back and forth. Someone wants to be right, or someone wants this, the other person wants that. They can't meet in the middle, aren't compromising. All things that could be fixed, maybe not easily fixed, but fixed with the right amount of work and purpose. So with this, I'm gonna go pick up my daughters right now. Think about you. Think about how you feel. What is your body saying to you? Because your body will let you know. Because subconsciously, the stress you feel, affects you physically. Because you're having thoughts, you're thinking things, and it's setting off hormones in your body. And these hormones are affecting your heart or your muscles or wherever else, depending on how strong it is. So listen to your body. It's your mind letting you know. And with that, my name is Dr. Chandra Smallwood. I'm a psychiatric pharmacist, a confidence coach, and a mom. And this is The Confidence Rebirth. And please subscribe, save, share this video. Have an amazing day.